Hey, good evening, everyone. I am back and I have the one and only Mr. Sylvester Collins, aka Cadillac Man, right here with me this evening. I want to thank you so much for joining me. It is a great pleasure to have you on and to speak with you. So, as we were getting ready to come on, one thing that we were just discussing is, well, how are you doing this evening? Let's talk about that. Are you doing okay today?
I am blessed. Thanks for asking.
You doing all right? That's good. So one thing that we were discussing, I know that you are well known for your podcast. You were nominated for Podcast of the Year. Congratulations!
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations! But you're also a Southern soul artist.
Yes, I am.
So you wear many caps.
Yes. Actually, I came off the porch as a Southern Soul artist way back in 2017 when there
Mm-hmm.
was no King George, there was no 803 boots on the ground. It was just Tucker and Calvin Richardson, and that wasn't even a West Love then. And it was O.B. Buchanan and Lomax and Willie Clayton and some of the old veterans when I came in the game. And Sir Charles Jones.
Mm-hmm. Those are some of the veterans.
Right.
So those that may be new to your music, who is Cadillac Man?
I'm glad you asked. Cadillac Man is an artist, a podcaster, and a promoter from a little town, a historical city called Tuskegee, Alabama. And
Mhm.
in 2010, I got that name because I was the president and the founder of the first registered Cadillac club in the entire state of Alabama.
That's a big accomplishment. That's a huge accomplishment.
Right. It was a 501c3 nonprofit organization registered with the city, the state, and the Internal Revenue Service. We was a charitable Cadillac club. We didn't just ride around in pretty Cadillac. We gave back to the community.
So, what type of projects did you accomplish while you when you're doing that?
What we would do, we would go through the community. Any elderly or senior person in the community that was on low income, we would assist them with their utilities. And we did a toy drive every year for Christmas, and we back to school drive for kids.
That's truly a blessing.
Yeah.
That's truly a blessing. So, what made you? Did you already have a Cadillac, or did you? Or is that why you established the
It's,
club, or did you?
no, actually, I wasn't always a good boy. You know, I was back when I was living in Phoenix, Arizona. I was out there, so to speak, and I had just got out of the penitentiary. And so I had got off parole. When I got off parole, my home was in Alabama, so my parole officer asked me what I was going to do. I said, I'm leaving Arizona. She said, well, keep your nose clean. So I had saved up some money, so I went to a car dealership, and I was looking for a car, and the guy said, you look like a Cadillac man. So I said, what does a Cadillac man look like? He said, it looks just like you, and he took me to a Cadillac, and I bought the Cadillac, and I drove it straight cross country to Alabama. Took me about 3 days to get home, and about a month later, I started seeing Cadillacs here and there and everywhere. And I had this bright idea, why don't you start a Cadillac club? And that's what I did. The rest was history.
And the name just stuck with you, Cadillac Man.
Everybody in the community knew me as the Cadillac Man. So when I came into the music business, I just brought that name. I was already branded, so I had a name.
Hmm. So, what was your first song that you recorded?
The first song I released in 2017 was Viagra Man.
Viagra Man.
Yes, it was a novelty tune. Everybody used to laugh at me because of the lyrics, and I used to walk around at concert with those little blue, I think a leaf, some kind of the pills you take for headaches.
Uh huh.
And I used to toss them to the guys, and they'd be on the ground. They thought it was real Viagra, so it was funny.
Oh my goodness.
Then I had a blue mask on, and I had a cape on my back. As a matter of fact, here's one of the masks right here. I used to wear it. This is a purple one, but I got a blue one like this too. So I was
Okay.
I was really a character. I was actually the Viagra man on stage.
Okay. Hey, thank y'all for checking in, Christopher, Tawana, Daryl. Thank y'all for checking in.
Hello, Tawana. How you doing?
So, when did you first realize that music was something that you wanted to do?
At the age of 10, I wrote my first song when I was 10 years old, and I submitted it to a company called Five Star Music Master, and my mother her life was based off fear. She was a fear-based person. She was afraid of her own shadow. So she was like, boy, you don't know who you're dealing with. Don't sing that song. It could be the mafia. They'll kill you. So she took the contract and she threw it away, and I haven't seen it to this day. But I always knew at that age that music was a passion and a purpose in my life.
So was it ever a doubt that it was going to be Southern Soul?
Well, Southern Soul, the name Southern Soul was even thought about. I don't think anybody, but truth be told, and I'll say this publicly, it was R&B. My mother raised me off R&B, and truth be told, and I looked dead in the screen and said, and I challenge anybody out there, Southern Soul really ain't nothing but rhythm and blues, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can call it what you want, potato, tomato, because we just the modern day Tyrone Davis, Al Green,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Womack, Aretha Franklin, and Gladys Knight. We just carry the torch that our predecessors have already carried. That's all.
Very true. You know, y'all.
Same music, same chord progression, singing about the same thing, lying and cheating and sex.
Mm-hmm. So you just named off quite a few artists. So were any of those your inspiration when you were started doing your music career? When you started your music career?
You to my entity of R&B artists?
Mm-hmm. The ones you just of the ones you just named, was any of those your inspiration when you started your singing career?
Yeah, Sir Charles Jones. I was inspired by him. I used to listen to him and Kevin Richardson. I didn't even know who Kevin Richardson was. He had a song that was so pretty, and I was dating this young lady. She was always putting in, but I didn't have a clue that I was going to try to venture into. I didn't have no interest or desire to get into Southern Soul at that time. But I always played Friday by Sir Charles, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, and I got a chance to meet him in person, did several shows, and come to find out we was brothers. We belong to the same fraternity. He's a master mason, and I'm a master mason.
Nice. It's a small world.
Right.
Do you play any instruments?
Well, the only one I play is my throat, and I didn't know that my throat was an instrument. For real. Somebody else asked me that one day, and I said no. So this guy was a real smart person. He said, "Do you sing?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, your vocal cord is an instrument." And when you
Well,
think about it, it's true because you got to be able to hold your ranges, you got to be able
mm-hmm.
to have your pitches, your tones, and it got to come from your throat. So that's the only instrument I play is the throat cord.
Mm. And that's a magnificent instrument because if without
Right.
that you wouldn't be singing. So we have Rick Outlaw checking in from Mississippi. Thank you for
What's up, Rick?
checking
How you
in.
doing, brother?
So how did you go about producing your first song? You said you wrote your first one at 10 and mom threw the contract out. So
Well,
how did you end up?
I didn't have any music. I just was a song. I was more of a songwriter. So
Okay.
let me clear that. I just wrote the song. Then I submitted the lyrics to them, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any music to it. I was just more of a back them day. I was just a songwriter, and today I'm not a songwriter. I'm a song composer. I don't write any song. I got over 40 songs released commercially, and none of them on paper. I just compose them in my head, go to the studio, and spit them out. But when I was a kid, I used to write songs every day. I had I had this little program. I would write today about some start with an A. Tomorrow I would write a song about some start with a B. Wednesday I would write something about a D, and then all the way to the last alphabet, I would go each day writing songs. I would actually sit down with a pen and paper and write.
That's very interesting because that gives you a wide range of topics. It'll keep you
Right,
from having the same premise over and over. That's actually a really great idea.
right. Just like right now, you can give me a topic. Someone can give me a topic, and I can make a song about anything. If you was to give me a topic off the top of your head, I could come up with a verse to it.
Any topic off the top of my head. Okay,
Any,
treadmill.
anything, any topic, I can make a compose a song out of it.
What do you come up with about a treadmill?
A treadmill.
Mm, you said anything.
Okay. So I met this lady. She was so fine. Said every time I looked for this woman, she really blew my mind. Said she had me going here and she had me going there. I lay in my bed all night long and I was turning like a treadmill. I was thinking about the woman.
Now that's
But
talent.
my
And
mind,
you sound so smooth with
yeah, my
it.
mind was going like a treadmill. She had me going. The thoughts of that woman was going through my head all night long like a treadmill. I couldn't sleep because my brain was going around and around.
Rochelle, Blake, and Big J, thank y'all for checking in.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Salute to everybody. This your boy Cadillac Man, aka the bounty hunter of Southern Soul, baby.
So, out of all the songs that you have done, which one means the most to you personally and why?
Uh, Good Love was my biggest song, and I had a bittersweet experience. I sampled some of Betty Wright. I sampled Betty Wright the parts because I like that baby. And she
Mhm.
called me one night and told me to take it down, and she scared the hell out of me. I thought I was gonna get sued, and so she sent me a cease and desist letter. And so what I did, I just took the content down and I re-enhanced it, and it became one of my biggest hits. I just took her voice out and changed the instrumentation and the chord progression, and it was one of my biggest songs, "Good Love."
Oh, Lord. Was she nice to you?
Well, she just said, "Is this Cadillac Man?" She was on a private number. I said, "Yes." She said, "Why are you stealing my music?" I said, "I don't even know you, lady." She said, "Don't lie. Everybody know better, right?" I've been around over 50 years. She said, "I heard the song. It's a great song, but you made a mistake." She said, "You did something that you shouldn't have done. You sampled my voice without my permission. So you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to take all the content down on all digital platforms, or my lawyer will send you I think it's a cease and desist
He
letter."
said and says, mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what that meant, so I googled that word up, and it scared the hell out of me. And I took it down, and I went to Tony T, the producer. He said, "Take her voice out, put some more people voice in it, change the chord progression, enhance it." And that's what I did, and add some different instrumentation that what she originally had, and keep the song, and it became my biggest song. So she educated me in a sense.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's when I
So,
learned that you can keep the song, you can keep the foundation, but there was a term called you can enhance it, and I didn't know that you could enhance the song.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And may she
Mm-hmm.
rest in peace.
So what's your creative process? You say your mind's just turning and turning all the time. So what's your creative process? You just think of stuff off the top of your head and go back and redo it, or once you do it, it's done?
No, my creative process is that when I compose a song, it's based on some life experiences, and I have a wealth of life experience going on 6 8 years of age, and I've lived two lifestyles in one lifetime. If that make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was out there in the streets for 32 years, drinking, drugging, thugging and mugging, in and out of jail. So I don't live the positive life. I don't live the negative life. And I've seen it all. And I've lived in all your major metropolitan cities. So I got a lot of experience with this thing called life under my belt.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I think about stuff, I compose from what I personally experienced. And when I sing the song, my deliverance will be on point because I can sing with the emotion that song needs to have attached to it because I've been there, done that.
Mm-hmm. So do you write your own melodies, or do you have someone else that does that for you?
Well, I don't actually write my message. Sometimes I have got reproduced, and like I said, I use my mouth as an instrument. For example, I might say, "Dum, dum, 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 dum." And then a good producer got a good ear. He can get the keyboard and he go. "Dum, dum, 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 dum." So yeah, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of time I have created my beat with my mouth for certain producers, and they went
Mm-hmm.
to the lab and they put the notes
Because
to it. And, yeah.
yeah, because I know with some artists, it's easier for them to have the beat before they do the wording, and then some are vice versa.
Well, I come up with the beat in my head and I walk up and down the hall all through the day and I be singing and I be singing to myself and then I'll commit it to my memory and I might go over 1,000 times before it get committed and then I'll sleep on it and the next day God will give me another inspiring beat or something and eventually that's how we do it.
Hmm. Now, I have seen some of your videos of your performance, and you have a high energy performance level. So you're just out there, you're dancing, you're having a great time. What is it you enjoy most about performing?
Um, the energy. You see, music is an energy. It's like electricity. You can't see electricity, but you can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I perform to my fans, I send my energy to them and they send their energy back to me. And I got
Mm-hmm.
this song called OMG, Oh My God, Cadillac, why you hit it so hard? And I got this dance called the OMG dance, and every time all the ladies go, oh, 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 oh. I guess they're feeling something. And I'm still on stage, and they out there in the crowd just hollering. So
that
they
hype
feel
that,
it.
that
So
hypes
they
you
feel
up
it.
even more, huh?
They feel it. They feeling my energy.
And you feeling it back, so that just makes you want to even give them even more than what you're already giving them.
Right, and that's what and that's what it's all about. You know, you got to read your crowd. I've learned my craft real well. I've learned to read my crowd. I tell a lot of becoming artists that's these are just little skills you have to learn along the way. I can stand on stage and I can look left and right and I can read my crowd and I can pretty know what song I should sing for this crowd or what that I shouldn't sing or what kind of performance I should do. It's called stage presence. And a lot of artists don't understand that you got to be more than just a vocalist. You gotta have a stage presence too. You just can't be standing flat footed. Well, some artists can get away with it. King George can get away with it. He don't do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stage presence. He just got a great catalog of music,
Mm-hmm.
and he just walk on one side of the stage, and he can get away with it. I got
Mm-hmm.
to move. I got to groove. I got to hump and bump. I got to grind.
Mm-hmm.
I
Gotta
got to
give them a
jump down and
reason
do
to come
push
back.
ups. Yeah, right.
Well, what's easiest for you to read? Is it, can you read large crowds, or do you prefer an intimate crowd, like a smaller one?
I can read. I can read any crowd. Yeah, because people gonna give the energy. If you got a crowd of people and they not feeling you, it's gonna sound like you can hear a rat pissing on cotton
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's quiet. Everybody got a certain look they're gonna give you. They're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
looking at, or nobody's gonna be looking at you at all. They're gonna be looking at their phones. They're gonna be talking to a friend. Nobody's attention is gonna be directed towards you. That lets you know they want you to hurry up and get off stage.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever had that happen to you before?
Oh yes, I done ran into some tough crowds.
How did you overcome it?
I stayed cool, calm, and collected because I had to keep in mind that I'm a public figure, and I couldn't give them the satisfaction to let them see me come out of my character. I
Mm-hmm.
had to stay professional at all times, and I know that in all aspects of life, you win some and you lose some. So you got to take your L like a champion. It
Look
doesn't
at
mean
it.
I'm a bad artist. It's just that particular crowd wasn't rocking with me that day.
Right. Right. And it could have been something before you, something after you. Could have been
Well, a lot of times,
I mean, a plethora.
but Jennifer, a lot of times it'd be because they have never heard of me before, and
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know my music. So I was an up and coming artist. So it was their first time hearing my music. It was my first time seeing me. So, and a lot of times I would be the opening act for a bunch of headline artists who they actually came to see. They didn't come to see the
Mm-hmm.
Cadillac man. They came to see Calvin Richard. They came to see Sir Charles. They came to see
Mm-hmm.
Tucker. They came to see West Love. They came to see whoever LPJ. So they want me to hurry up and get out the way so they can see the headline.
Right.
And some of them can be polite about it, and some of them can be really rude about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. That's just part of the process.
Well, true. But I know personally, when I go somewhere, I listen to all of them, because just because you're new right now don't mean you're always going to be new. You don't want
Right.
to miss out on one of the greatest artists ever just because they're opening it up for somebody else. That's how
Right.
I look at it myself.
Right.
So we have Kevius and Double Shots checking in. Thank y'all for checking in with us. Do we have Mr. Cadillac Man here?
Good
So,
evening, everyone. How you doing?
so you've mentioned that some of the artists when you first started out, that we didn't have all the artists that we have now. So you've seen a lot of growth in Southern Soul.
Oh, wow. I go so far back, I even know who came up with the name Southern Soul. I remember when they came up back in 2018, a young man out of Mobile, he's dead now. And when they came up, DJ Trucker was part of this, what is known, what's called it, the Southern Soul movement. So I saw
Mm-hmm.
it go from being just a non-genre music to where it went from that now to stepping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's been quite the evolution. Do you
And it,
think
and it
it
wasn't as
has?
much and it wasn't as much politics as it is now.
Very
And you
true.
didn't have as many gatekeepers. So I think they've come a long way. So you got to really be you got to be tough skinned now to hang in Southern Soul. If you new coming into this now, you got to put on your seatbelt because it's going to be a bumpy ride. You got to hang it. You got to be like Ali in the ring. You got to be tough. You got to be a fighter because there's a lot of competition and there's a lot of politics and you just got to try to get in where you can fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
just don't give up.
no, you can't give up. If you give up at the first sign of the trouble, you won't get anywhere at all. We
Right.
have DJ Cube Live and DJ Ike Blocker checking in with us.
DJ Ike Blocker, my brother from another mother. Let me tell you about Ike Blocker.
DJ
Ike Blocker, you can
DJ
watch
Al
my.
Fresh is checking in too.
What's up, Fresh? How you doing, brother? But can I tell you about Ike Blocker?
Absolutely.
Ike Blocker used to tune in every day faithfully to my podcast interviews. And I didn't know him from a can of paint. And he would just watch me faithfully. And I guess he discovered at some point I was an artist. So he reached out to me and he booked me. I didn't know he
Mm-hmm.
was a promoter. I knew he was a DJ, but he booked me out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Mother's Day to entertain his mother. And we've been rocking ever since then. Big shout out to Ike Blocker.
So, what advice would you give? You mentioned how tough it is now in Southern Soul. So, what advice would you give to a new artist that's just trying to break into it? What would you advise them to do?
I would advise them to try to be original. Try to find your own style. Get a song that you truly believe in with all your mind and heart, and push that song and push that song and push that song and give it and let it run its course until it catch on instead of just switching songs every month, switching songs every 2 months. Because you got to understand there's a demographic in Southern Soul. Give it time to get hot in Alabama, okay, but give it time to get hot in Texas. Give it time to get
Mm-hmm.
hot in North Carolina. Give it time. A lot of times they switch up on songs before it catches on, so they just going in circles.
I have
So
seen some do that. They'll put out three or four songs at a time, and you don't really know which one that you want to push or which one
right.
you don't really give it any time.
You're
So you
right. You
end
got
up,
to you
huh?
got you got to give it time. Like the late great Cliff Williams, the manager of Tucker. Did you ever meet Tucker manager?
No, I didn't.
Well, he told me he the one told me he said, Cadillac, you can't keep putting out songs every week. He said you're gonna confuse your fan base because just when they start catching on to this song, you don't put another song on, and they went, "What? I thought he had this. I thought he had." He said, "Just push that."
Mm-hmm.
He said it took Poke about 9 years before Side Piece became his biggest hit, and I didn't even know that.
I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, and he said it took 7 years for Run the Bell. I paid the shipping cost. So a lot of times when you hear these hit songs, uh, I heard 803 Fresh say it took him 10 years before he got his first hit with 803. He said he had been in the rap world for over 10 years before he got a hit. And so he came. So that's just let you know you just gotta keep pushing, and you never know.
Mm-hmm.
And all it takes is that one song to get you on the map. And I'm still trying
Yep.
to get that one song.
Very true. So how long do you think it was a good amount of time? Like if you release one today, what's a good amount of time in your opinion to wait before you release another one?
Oh man, I would say about good 2 years. Meaning that this for me now, because I'll take time out to push it to as many radio stations. It's more than just releasing it on CD Baby. It's more than just releasing it on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. You need to get it into the hands of all your major DJs. You need to try to get on many podcast platforms as possible. You need to get on as many radio stations, many music marketing representatives you can. You need to do everything in your power to give that song all the push that you can give it before you go to switch it up. Just be willing to invest thousands of dollars behind it.
Oh, yep. It's a big investment, but you're investing in yourself.
And bear in mind, though, even if you spend thousands of dollars, I tell a lot of artists, nothing is guaranteed. You know, ain't no guarantee just because you send it to the radio station, they are going to play it.
Hmm.
And don't mean it's gonna be a hit. So don't get discouraged. You just gotta just keep just in other words, you gotta
That's
love
very
what you're
true.
doing. You just
That's
got
very
you gotta
true.
love what you're doing no matter what, whether you ever get a hit or not. What's gonna sustain you is your passion for music.
Yeah,
Or you'll get discouraged and
I
fall by
can't
the
hear you.
wayside.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Yeah,
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Because I'm having a hard time hearing you. So, with all your years of experience, what are the basics that artists need to have when they get started?
First of all, they need to learn the business side of music. They need to know all the proper ways to register their music. Did you hear me?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Let's
Let's
see.
see. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you.
Let's see. I'm trying to see. This I still can't hear you.
But I
Man,
can
I
hear
hate
you.
that.
Yeah.
I hate that. So when did you decide to transition from artist to podcaster?
I, I never I never transitioned. I'm still an artist, but I just do the podcast behind the scene.
Yeah,
Can you hear me, Jen?
I can't hear you.
Wow.
I can't hear you. But I'm still gonna continue because I'm reading your mouth. I can everybody else hear us?
She said she read my mouth.
We have Darren McElroy checking in. Thank you for checking in.
What's up, D
So
Mac?
do people do they tend to forget that you are an artist, not only just a podcaster, but just an artist
Yes,
as well?
yes. A lot of people think I'm just a podcaster because my podcast is so successful.
So so you're still willing to get out there and do some shows and work with people?
Yes, I got a show this month in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I got to go and perform my hit single, Southern Soul Rock, my new trail riding song.
Well, so what are you working on right now? Do you have any projects in the making?
No, I just got this one song that I'm pushing now. My song, Southern Soul Rock. I would like to play it on this interview.
How many I know you've done quite a few interviews on your podcast. I know you were nominated for podcast of the year. How many interviews have you done?
239.
Oh, that's a lot of artists. Do you have one that's especially memorable for you?
Yes, Sakina Christian, aka Cotton Candy. She got a song
Hmm.
called Head Doctor.
So it's been very enjoyable.
Yes, yes, yes. But I've interviewed D Mac. I've interviewed all kind of artists. They all have left an impact on me, but all of them are very talented.
Well, someone like me that's just starting out with podcasting, because I haven't been doing this very long, what advice would you give for me?
Always control the narrative. Don't allow anybody to take you off your character because I've interviewed some people that can be very rude, and you still have to stay professional. Uh, Learn as much as you can about the business. If you're dealing with music artists, learn about the business so that you can also put artists up on game about the music business.
Okay.
And
So
are you?
you're pretty much well rounded. So you've written your own music. You've got people that produce it for you. You can do your own melodies. You're doing podcasts. You got this energetic show that you put on.
And I'm a promoter.
So what else is left for you to do? What other goals do you have?
To go to Southern Soul Heaven one day.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
So are you planning are you coming out with an album anytime soon? You have new music coming out?
No, I got over 40 songs on YouTube that has never been played in no on nobody's Facebook page or never. I never performed it live, but I got over 40 songs on digital platforms. And if people just Google up Cadillac, man, you can listen to all of my greatest hits.
Okay. Well, to everyone that's watching, do you want to give them how to get in contact with you, your booking information, your where to find you?
You can my booking phone number is 334
Okay. To
306
find you?
You can 0176. My booking phone number is 334
Okay.
306
Find you?
You can, 0176. My booking phone number is 334
And what are your social medias?
And I have a website too, cadillacman.org.
We have Quinn checking in. Thank you for checking in with
What's up,
us.
Quinn? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in and tapping in.
So, Cadillac Man, is there anything else that you would like to say before we wrap it up?
I would like to play my new song if y'all don't mind.
Well, I just want to thank you very much for coming on.
I want to play. I want to play my song.
I can't hear you.
I'm going to play my. Let's see. I'm going to. I'm going to play my song.
The flash drive?
Yeah, I'm going to play. I'm going to play my song now.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna play one of your songs?
What my line dance? What my trail rollers at? What my shackles at? What it? Not the let it rock. So the soul rock. Come on. Let it
Queen,
rock.
thank you for checking in.
All right, that's my new song, Southern
Darren, thank
Soul
you for
Rock.
checking in.
Okay.
Thank you, Ike.
Thank you so much for having me, Jennifer.
Let me get over here on my Facebook and see. I'm gonna go on my own live so I can hear.
Okay.
So can people purchase your flash drives? Do you have it all on there?
Yes, I got them. They go for.
I'm gonna go on my own live so I can hear.
Yeah. Okay.
So can people purchase your flash drives? Do you have it all on there?
Yes, I got them. They go for.
I'm gonna go on my own live so I can hear.
Yeah. Okay.
So can people purchase your flash drives? Do you have it all on there?
Yes, I got them. They go for.
I'm gonna go on my own live so I can hear.
Yeah.
So can people purchase Darren says he'll be seeing you in a few weeks.
Yes.
Cadillac.
He should see me at my March 21st at the podcast festival.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you very much for coming on. I'm sorry I can't hear you. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what happened, but I
That's
just
why
want to
I
thank you.
like Facebook. That's why I like doing it Facebook.
I have really enjoyed. I could talk to you probably for another hour if I could hear you, but
Right.
I just want to thank you very much for coming on. I have really enjoyed speaking with you. I've learned a lot about you. You have so much knowledge in the Southern Soul and everything that you do. It's just to be able to tap into your experience has been a great pleasure. And I appreciate you sharing the knowledge and experience with you. I look forward to hearing your music. I love to see your videos of you performing. You give so much energy, so much positive vibes. I just love it. I love your music. I love to watch you
Thank
and I'm gonna be tuning in and watching you and keep me updated on what you got coming out and make sure y'all are following him and make sure that you hit him up for the flash drives. All righty. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Y'all have a good evening. Bye bye, everybody.